Um, I think it was like very nice to be there. As I'm also a diver. I'm not only a deep sea researcher, I'm a diver, and nowadays I actually use diving to actually do my research, because at the moment I'm doing coastal research, and it was very nice to meet all kinds of different people doing similar work, and also the advices I had, or the exchange, of knowledge I had with these people. So it was really cool, and I highly recommend to everybody. Relax. I think it's really nice. Like if you go to some scientific conferences, and if I may compare, sometimes it's tense, and in the diving talks, it was relaxed, and I think people were happy to be there and share their experience with everybody. So yeah, I think it was really nice. Yeah, actually all kinds, so different people. So the last one, so last year, I got to know Luis Rocha, and Luis is actually doing transects around 100 meters, and I am starting to do that a bit shallower at 60 and 50 meters, but it's like similar. So we have to have, a kind of a meter, so 50 meters, and then we go and film all the fish. So it was actually very nice to meet him. And also within the diving perspective, it was, yeah, nice to exchange yeah, my knowledge with with people that have much more knowledge on diving than me. So I think in all levels for me it was really nice. Yeah. Hmm. Which one from last one? Um, I think I was. I have to be honest. I really liked, and I was eager to meet Luis Rocha because of our similar, research. And I think for me it was that, because we really talked about and exchange knowledge, between us, and it was really cool. The other highlight I should actually mention is that, without knowing this, so I'm responsible for a project in Cabo Verde, and because I wanted to go deeper than the 15 meters, so people normally in science, they do research, like coral reef research, let's say, in the upper 15 meters. And I'd like to go beyond. And because the project doesn't have so much money, so I could not get, this high-tech technology that I was used to have. So I was like, so I'm going to do some rebreather dives and use the rebreather for actually my work. And without actually knowing what the technical divers think, I got to know two technical divers, like very experienced, and I hired them for the project. And so they are actually helping me, to actually be safe with the rebreather, with the scooter. So it's a new world for me. And so they are there to help me. So it's nice. So it's actually nice, I think, for them, because they are technical divers from different world. They are not scientists, they are not biologists or whatever, and they are helping me, filming the fish along a transect, making pictures to a corals. I put even Bruno measuring, corals at 50 meters. So it's nice. And in the last talk, a person I in the audience, I'm not sure who, actually was saying that the scientists should actually hire, technical divers to back them up. And I was like, wow, I'm doing that because I felt the need. I'm not yet very experienced, technical diver with a rebreather. And I totally got, what the people were saying. And yeah, so I'm doing this. And for me, it was like, oh, somebody is actually understanding me. So yeah, for me, it was that. I think getting to know a lot of people there with all kinds of backgrounds. So I think for me it's really nice, and that's why I actually go to symposiums and conferences. Right, it's network. You never know if in the future you may need people, or they will actually need you. And so for me, yeah, was that. Yes, and I was actually thinking to go back this year, but unfortunately, I saw that the dates are a bit later than they were in the past, and that I will be in Cabo Verde, unfortunately. And but I sent my actually Fred, with whom he works with me, he's a technical diver, is actually helping me with all the technical diving things. I think he was invited to go, so yeah, I'm not there, but Fred will be. But I hope next year, I will be there. One of our biggest challenges is actually to get funds to go and explore the deep sea, because as you might know, we need a very big vessel with all the gear on it, and then it's quite expensive. And also we need to have a very big team, because it's like a waste of money if we go to an area that is far away, that takes us ages to arrive, and then we only look at one objective. So it's all about funds, and to get funds to explore the deep sea, it's actually very difficult. This is one of the things. There are many more. The other thing is actually to to get all the instruments. Whenever you do coastal research, or whenever you go and study shallow water, biology, ecology, whatever, it's easier, to go there with a little boat. You need just a tank, and you just go there and do it. But then if you go to the deep sea, and if you go to an environment that it's, more than 250 meters, let's say, well, it's possible to go there, but it's challenging, with the rebreather and so on. It's a very big challenge. And if you use that, you go there, you touch the floor, and then you come up, and then I don't know how many hours you take, to come up. But if you go to 1,000 meters, 2,000 meters, you need to have all kinds of instruments that do what you want. So, and this is a very big challenge. So you need to have all the technology with you. You need to think about what you want to get, what you want to achieve, so that you have, the proper technology with you. So it's another one. Because you cannot see it, right? Whenever a person goes, for instance, to a coral reef, the water is transparent, and then you go there, and then you are astonished. Wow, so many life. Whenever you think about the deep sea, you think about a very dark, system like the night, and you think there is nothing there, which is not true. So yeah, that's, I think, why people think the deep sea there is nothing there. So one thing is the submersible. I was inside, and I think it was like amazing just to be inside and to go to 5,000 meters. And I think the whole trip was a discovery for myself. We were performing an experiment. We wanted to know if a climate change arrives in the deep sea, what would cause. But my discovery, all the trip was a discovery, since I went down, and I saw all the zooplankton, just going, towards the window. It felt like I was in space, and the zooplankton were like stars, but then I saw it was water, and it was all dark, and it was really, really nice. But with the ROV, which is like basically the same thing, but people are not inside. For me, was in the Nazaré Canyon. I think I love to study that canyon, and everything was kind of new whenever we start, exploring the canyon. And I remember to actually going down with the ROV, and then we found a very big coral. It was a gorgonian, and I don't know, a specialized person. I'm not a specialist in corals, in cold water corals, and that person told me, my colleague, that it was so huge that it must be, much older than we all. And I still remember that. And what I also remember was to find an octopus, the Dumbo octopus, and it was like remarkable. So you have like yeah, octopus, and then you see an octopus with the ears. They don't have the ears there, like the Dumbo, and they were swimming, like that, and it was like amazing to see that. So yeah, it's really very exciting for me as a deep sea researcher, to be on a boat, on a vessel, and yeah, not only do my job, and but find all these things, whenever you are there. Yeah.